Alright, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the featherweight bout between Charles Rosa versus Justin Jaynes. So yeah, in this fight in the featherweight division, Charles Rosa versus Justin Jaynes. How I see this one right here. Right now, Charles Rosa is a big favorite for whatever reason. He doesn't really deserve it, but they're giving it to him. But I'm straight off of the bat, I'm picking Justin Jaynes. So Charles Rosa, the theme of his recent losses has been too willing to accept the bottom position. Yes, he's been throwing up some good, decent submission attempts, and I guess he's so overconfident because he submitted Manny Bermudez. But since then, it's just been a recipe for disaster for him. Gets put on his back, throws up maybe one or two good submission attempts that really don't be even that well locked in, versus a credible grappler or a guy that's savvy in the grappling aspect, who's privy to what he's doing, and is able to see it coming, receive it, and be able to avoid it. And I'm not saying Justin Jaynes is all that great of a grappler. He's not. So he might very well be caught up in that submission. That's my concern in this one. But why I'm leaning to him is I know that Justin Jaynes is a solid, real strong, aggressive wrestler, heavy on top. Just hasn't been in the been in there with somebody he can really use it on, or hasn't looked to utilize, because he's knocking. He got when you get that knockout win and all of a sudden you forget you're a wrestler. I hope it's not the case in this one. I feel Charles Rosa is the better striker than Justin Jaynes. Justin Jaynes has a lot of power, short, stocky, and explosive, and he does got power, but you only got really one move. You only got one thing that people worry about, that overhand. Outside that, and it's not even the greatest overhand. And outside, people are not really worried about you. So mixing the wrestling, go back to what got you here, your wrestling and your grappling. And if he could do that, the takedown should be there, and I can see him fully controlling Rosa. But still, submission attempt, still that factor, like, yeah, he might be able to catch him. That his grappling's not where those other guys grappling are. Like, his wrestling above theirs for the most part. Maybe outside of what's his name, like Bryce Mitchell at the moment. But his wrestling's there to be able to take Charles Rosa down, and Rosa's seemingly more than accepting to get taken down. Also, this same guy who got out wrestled by Dennis Seaver, who's not, real strong, but not a super great wrestler. So can't really say his wrestling defense has ever been solid, and now more than ever is it showing that, again, it's not solid. So when I see that issue, I'm gonna lean to the guy who has that background and who has that skills. If he chooses to use them, which I think he will, and I hope he will, and I'm predicting he will, I can see Justin Jaynes using his wrestling to stall out Charles Rosa and be on top, be heavy on top, land some big shots, then change level, scoop him up, put him down, lay on him, and control him, and land some ground and pound, and then probably win a pretty clean decision. But probably gonna have some moments where he's gonna choose to stand with him. Probably some moments where Rosa's gonna be to get it back to his feet and maybe win a round in this one, or make it close. But I'm gonna lean to Justin Jaynes wrestling and control time to get this decision victory in this one. So in this one, I got Justin Jaynes via decision.